Hi, welcome to Quelly Finance. My name is Possible. Today's presentation will explore how leveraging property equity can help you strategically build a property portfolio and unlock wealth. Now, an overview of this presentation. We will talk about what is property equity, how equity grows, accessing your equity, using equity to acquire more properties, benefits of leveraging equity, risks, and consideration. Now, what is property equity? Equity is essentially the portion of your property you truly own. So think of it as the difference between your home's market value and what you owe on your mortgage. Now, there is negative equity as well. So negative equity is when a property's market value drops below the outstanding loan balance, which we also call negative equity. So this happens for a number of reasons, which could include property prices fall or when demand for housing in a particular area drops. Now, I'm going to give an example of equity and how equity is utilized. So you imagine you own a property which current market value is $400,000. Now, you owe on that property, you owe $200,000 on that property as your current debt or the loan that you're currently paying. Now, your equity in that house equals to $200,000, which means you own 50% of the property. Now, how do we come to $200,000 as equity in your current house? So basically, we did $400,000, which is the value of the total value of your current house, and minus $200,000, which is your current debts that you owe on that property, which gives us $200,000 as your equity in your current house. How does equity grows in your current property? First, market appreciation, an increase in your property's value over time. Then we have mortgage repayment, reducing the outstanding loan balance on your current loan. And then we have the value added renovation, so upgrading your property to enhance its market value, which means if you renovate your kitchen or something within your house, it increases the market value. These factors can significantly improve your financial position and provide greater opportunities for investment or using your equity in your property. Now, how do you access equity in your property? You can access equity in your property through refinancing. Before you can refinance, remember to determine how much equity you can access, and then you adjust your mortgage to release the funds. There is also what we call home equity loan. So borrowing against the equity in your property as well. There is also a line of credit, so establishing a flexible borrowing facility. So each of these options serves different financial goals. So it is very crucial to choose wisely and also speak to a financial advisor. Every person's situation is different. Now, using equity to acquire more properties. So before that, you have to determine available equity. So like I said, lenders allow borrowing up to 80% of property value. You have to know that. So use equity as a deposit for a new property and a secure financing for the remaining balance. I'm going to explain this in the next slide. Now we are going to look on how you're going to access your equity in your current house. Let me say your current house, you have equity of around $100,000. You've spoken to your bank, you've spoken to the brokers, and they've told you you have equity of $100,000 in your current house. Then you want to buy a new house. A new house is worth $400,000. So to purchase this house, you need a 20% deposit. So you get 20% from your available equity. So you take out $80,000 to put for the new house. That means you only need $320,000 as a new loan from the bank that you are going to use to purchase the new house. Now, what's the benefits of leveraging equity within your property? Equity offers several benefits: multiple income stream, rental income from additional properties, people renting from your houses, property appreciation over time, and also you can reduce risk by investing in different properties as well. There are some risks associated with accessing equity within your property, which people must know. So while leveraging equity has advantages, consider some of the risks as well. Over leveraging, borrowing beyond your repayment capacity. Market downturn is another risk that need to be put into consideration. So a decrease in property value can lead to a negative equity. There is also financial strain. Ensure you have a financial buffer for unseen circumstances, and always consult with a financial advisor to make informed decisions. Now I'm going to give an example of how accessing equity within your property and to acquire a second house. I give an example of John. John's first home is worth $600,000. John mortgage balance remaining on that house is $350,000. That means available equity that John can get on that house is $250,000. Then John wants a second house, which is also worth $600,000. So John needs a 20% deposit, which he can get from his available equity to put a deposit on his second house. So John gets his deposit of $120,000, and he put that deposit toward his second house. And then he acquires that house. Then he starts renting that house out at $2,500 on a monthly basis, an income of about 5% annual return on that house. Some of the key points that I highlighted that I've also talked about throughout this presentation. You can increase your equity by paying down your mortgage principal. Property equity can be used for securing a home equity loan or a line of credit. Negative equity is when a property's market value drops below the outstanding loan balance. Key points to recap as well: always be mindful of market conditions. A drop in a property value could result in a negative equity. Leveraging property equity is a powerful wealth building tool, but requires a strategic planning. Consult experts to guide you on your journey to financial freedom. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any question, you can call me or you can text me. You can also send an email to my email, which is displayed on the screen. If you want to stay up to date with the market trends in property investment or buying a house or financing, please subscribe to this channel.